Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Josie's Point of View, where we focus on human interest stories from the Carolinas and beyond. Today's Sunday and it's June the 23rd, 2024. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, I want to thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you find the information here to be informative. And if you're a returning viewer, by all means, thank you for coming back. I always say the tide changes so frequently on these YouTube streets. So you always have to acknowledge where your support comes from. And I want you to know I sincerely thank you for your support. Feel free to like and to share this video. And don't forget to subscribe. And our story today comes from Fort Liberty here in North Carolina. Take a look at that headline. And it reads, U.S. Army parachute team instructor dies in non-duty related jump. I'll provide you with a summary here, and I'll identify some of my sources for you in the description box. Once again, it's sad news coming out of the Fort Liberty community as the military announces the death of another service member in yet another parachute accident. And to say we're all in shock is simply an understatement. Now, if you've been in the military for any length of time, you know all about the Army's prestigious parachute team known as the Golden Knights, home base right here at Fort Liberty in North Carolina. Many of you may have seen them at events, not only in the military, but in the community as well. And I remember just a few years ago being up and personal with them as they dropped down during the opening ceremony of the Fayetteville, North Carolina baseball season. I remember that day we were mesmerized, and there was this feeling of pride, and we were all shouting and throwing our arms up in jubilation. But today's video is not about laughter and celebration in that manner. It simply pays tribute to one member of the Golden Knights who recently lost his life doing what he loves so much. We recently learned from several news reports there was an accident that took place on June the 12th at a civilian event in Whiteville, Tennessee, and that's approximately 11 and a half hours from the Golden Knights home base at Fort Liberty here in North Carolina. Reports said the Golden Knights was participating in a civilian-sponsored canopy piloting competition when the accident took place. Now, we're not exactly sure what happened or whether more than one service member was involved, but we do know that there was an accident and one member of the distinguished Golden Knights team lost his life. And that deceased soldier was identified as 38-year-old Sergeant First Class Dominic Perry, hometown Aberdeen, North Carolina. A service member of over 20 years, Sergeant First Class Perry had been on the Golden Knights team for over 4 years, and he was currently serving as a parachute instructor. Now, there's no question he was an experienced team member of the Golden Knights, and that's why it would have been nice to gain a better understanding of exactly what happened. How did that fatal accident take place? But we probably will never gain that understanding. According to reports, Sergeant First Class Perry was born in Germany, and it appears at least one of his parents was also a service member. He entered on active duty in 2003, and after completing his basic training at Fort Jackson in South Carolina, he later completed his AIT, or his specialty training, as a satellite communication systems operator. Subsequent assignments were at Fort Benning, Fort Bragg, which is now Fort Liberty, Recruiting Command, and he also had 3 combat-related deployments to Iraq, to Qatar, and to Afghanistan. In 2009, he was honored with his selection to the Golden Knights team. Report states he had completed over 300 jumps and had logged over 3,100 free falls, 57 military static line jumps, and served as a parachute instructor. So when I say service of excellence, that is exactly what I mean. It's not an understatement. But friends and family members say his greatest accomplishment and pride was being a husband and father to his 2 boys. His awards and decorations are just too numerous to mention in the time allotted for this video, but I want to highlight a few. The Joint Service Commendation Medal, the Army Commendation Medal, Joint Service Achievement Medal, Army Achievement Medal, Meritorious Unit Citation, Army Superior Unit Award, Army Good Conduct Medal, National Defense Service Medal, Iraqi Campaign Medal, Afghanistan Campaign Medal, Global War on Terrorism Expeditionary and Service Medal, Non-Commissioned Officer Professional Development Ribbon, Army Service Ribbon, Overseas Ribbon, NATO Medal, Gold Recruiter Badge, Combat Action Badge, Senior Parachute Badge, and Diver Badge. Definitely service with excellence. And this past Thursday, the body of our fallen hero returned to his home state of North Carolina in preparations for his final farewell. Scores of well-wishers, private citizens, and other patriots stood in the scorching heat waving the American flag and rendering a salute as he arrived at Raleigh-Durham International Airport. And as expected, the Veteran Honor Guard team were out in numbers to greet him and provide support to his grieving family. And this is the only picture I could find of that gathering on Thursday. And on yesterday, which was Saturday, June the 22nd, a final farewell and a celebration of life services for Sergeant First Class Perry took place at the All-American Chapel on Fort Liberty, followed by a burial right here in the city of Fayetteville. So once again, we have paid our final respect to another hero who has completed his journey, and he's now resting along with those warriors who have traveled before him. And despite the confusion and anxiety of the moment, one thing is certain. This soldier leave behind a legacy of excellence. It's been one heck of a ride. And in the weeks and months again, we will smile as we recall all that he has accomplished, not only in the Army, but as a member of the distinguished Golden Knights team. So, Sergeant First Class Dominic Perry, your mission is finally completed. So rest well, my friend, and thank you for your service. And that's all I have for you right now, but feel free to leave me a comment below and let me know what you think about this video, and by all means, feel free to like it and to share it. And if you haven't done so already, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel by clicking on that red subscribe button. It's on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And if you click on the bell that looks like just like this one, that's the notification bell. If you click on that notification bell, you'll be the first to know whenever a new video is uploaded. I thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.